Pixie doing another video. I've done a few videos the other day. I'm just trying to think. I like when I do one, I think that one's okay. I'll just roll it out. Sometimes it's better that way. Then you can kind of clear up your thoughts. So let's just touch on stuff maybe for the new year, really. So I was invested in a few projects in the old crypto nodes, basically these node projects. Not Ring, and I've got bits in 4 and bits in other ones, but I realised that they're all ponzi. They got ponzi-nomics, so they like to call tokenomics. So the financial structure is unsustainable and possibly things with really high APY. However, I have a small investment in Titano Finance, and that's growing. It's got something like 100,000 APY, and so it increases like 1% a day, 1 point something a day. It's compound, so you gain interest on the interest and so on and so forth. It's more of an experiment. So I mean, the takeaway from what I possibly should have learned from my lesson now is to avoid, unless the project's really good, there's no point aping into the project, putting loads of money in that. So get your foot in there if it's something that grows, because that might pay off if you just put a small amount in there. But it's an amount that's not going to hurt you if suddenly it changes. Like you know, with the Ring stuff and so on, it's disappointing. And there is no recovery. It just keeps lying to people, and even produce an app and everything. So I mean, I got suckered into it because my money was going down anyway in the catgale coin, because the market's retracted, the hype's cooling down and stuff like that. So it probably is worth moving your money around to something a bit more stable, or a big chunk of it, and then you can reinvest when you know that things are about to go on for an upswing, or where you think it might be at the lowest point. But however, a project can keep going down. But if you've got news that, I don't know, season 2 NFTs are coming out, which non-fungible tokens are going to come out within the month, then you've got a month wait, possibly. You know, so you'd wait till there's a retraction in that month, and then that's where you might put some money in. Because likely what happened is with good news, is that the thing goes up in value because people react to it. And then a whale who's been waiting for the price to go up to a certain point, or a bot or whatever, sells, and then say there's the point we can get in. The price goes up closer to the time when the NFTs drop. So it's I think it's studying success and failure is very good. You know, and the other good thing is the money I invested was money I made from an investment, so I haven't really lost anything. I mean, I didn't put loads of time into it. I just put some like 40 quid to make a big chunk of cash that I invested in these known things. So I'm not out of the game or anything. It's just so probably the retraction, I think with catgale, it would have been probably about £7,000 anyway at the moment, maybe lower. So £7,000. I have about now. I have 1.5 in my account, and invested in some of these other node projects and other things that make little bits of money. So I might just clean that off. Because it's low, it might be worth putting into maybe dropping a little bit into Titano or the Panda Gale, which is going to release its NFTs at some point. Their marketing's different, so I just have to see what happens really there, because they're sort of teasing this is the NFT, which gives the thing is people then know what to expect, I guess, which works two ways. Either they're really gagging to get that NFT, or they think to themselves, I know what it looks like, so it's not really a big surprise. So, you know, it depends what kind of reaction people have, I guess. I guess for people that don't know the project, they certainly are going to be like really excited suddenly. And there's usually two waves of pumping. So as I mentioned, it's usually somebody waiting to sell, There's usually people that buy like buy-in frenzy, and then the pullback, and then the late comers see the pullback, and then they buy in, and then it goes up an extra, height, and then probably there's a blow off top of there, and then it sort of finds a mid-range, lingers in that range for a bit, and then there's whatever else comes out gives another pump. So that's how that works. So yeah, I'm sorting a bit about MGTOW and stuff, dating stuff, and all sorts of things. I mean, it'd be nice to find a partner who's on the same wavelength. I'm not against it. I've got to think outside the box, and I was looking at these things on, because sometimes I look at like Russian Cupid and stuff like that, and I thought, I don't want to pay loads of money for a monthly subscription. Anyway, I was looking at it, and I was thinking, well, I might lose the opportunity just to write a letter to this person. So I clicked on it, and I was glad to see that they've got a weekly choice of subscription. So I paid like 16 quid. I can write to a load of people, or just take numbers as well as give out phone numbers and all sorts of things on there to be contacted. I need to sift through them, but it's seeing who's the most viable. So some of them are kind of like they're probably just a bit scammy, pretty girls and not really saying a lot. I mean, there was an older woman there. I was thinking, I have to figure out how much she earns. She's into the legal. But I mean, if you've got a solid job, then that's actually attractive. Success is attractive. So that's the way I have to. And even if that's not what you're looking for, you're just driven by beauty. You suddenly got to start nailing that in. She's successful. You've got to add a bit of hypergamy to your dating profiling and stuff. Because what do you want? You want someone to go somewhere. I mean, chase someone who's pretty, and they want you to pay for everything. It's not really so clever. I'll probably get this month as well. I'll get some type of spook device, and then maybe I want to visit some places. I'm fairly local, but I'll go further afield. It's just it's a funny time of year, and then just sort of budgeting time and money. Really, that's one of the crucial things. Plus, we're now in a bear market, so operating within that. Another weird hack I thought is that if clothes are a bit tight, like if you look, like your t-shirt shrink and stuff, just with guys, I guess, that probably to invest into vests. Get some, not a vest like massive now, but buying some long vests, because I saw there's a bloke in an office I know, and basically, I mean, he's half his stomach's on show when he comes to a meeting. He sits there with showing his whole half his belly off, and he just seems to ignore it. And he says, like, well, don't you realise it's like a woman having a breast out in a meeting? It's a little hard to ignore and a little bit unusual. So it's, I don't know. Anyway, this is Pixie signing off. Have a great one. Speak to you soon.